Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And collectively we are the Office Blokes.
Yes.
It's true. We've got a TikTok. Just go to TikTok, type in the Office Blokes, give us a follow. Trying to grow it, aren't we?
We are indeed.
It's superb now.
Trying to boost
It's
the TikTok
complete
as
now.
well. It's complete because it's got your dance on it.
Yep.
It was a pretty good dance, to be fair. I'm not expecting mine to be any better. Love it. Sign up to TikTok. All of us say we're not doing stupid dances. And our best video is, almost best video is Daz doing a dance. So there you go.
Go and watch it.
Yep. Right then, this is the TheOdd1sOut channel where we did Subway.
Yeah.
And
Funny guy.
Did a couple of those, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was it?
I think we did 3 parts.
Good story.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Just what a great concept. And the animation just makes it.
Yeah.
I think.
Top, isn't it?
So my thoughts on roommates. Don't know. It just looked like a popular one, so I thought I'd give it a go.
Not?
Should we do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, my thoughts on roommates. Let's do it.
You know, I never really understood trigger words until I got roommates. I hated my roommates. Except for you, Isaac. He watches my videos. Oh, James, you didn't hate your roommates. You just mildly disliked them. Yes, I did. When I first moved out of my house and went to college, the day I moved into my apartment and I opened the front door, this is what I saw. Keep in mind all the buildup that has gone into this moment. First, I had to get accepted into the school, then pick my major and classes. Then I had to find an apartment close to the school and get everything set up there. Then I had to pack everything up into a suitcase, kiss my dogs goodbye, and then be all on my own for the very first time. I opened the door to where I'd be living for the next 8 months, and this is what I see. Someone sleeping on a couch, he was wearing some bright fast food employee uniform, the TV is on, there's a Halo 5 poster hanging on the wall, the sink, counter, and table is full of dirty dishes, there's a big industrial-sized trash can that is overflowing, inside the fridge there is an empty box of Dr. Pepper, a bottle of ketchup, and a jumbo Costco-sized pack of hot dogs. Where did all these...
Is it your house?
Fuck no. Absolutely not. I don't live like that. No way.
The cleaner never moans to me about anything other than you leaving your pots in the sink.
1 cup, and I'm not the only one that does it.
There's a sign on there now saying wash your own pots.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone is though. But
must have put it
Who
on
put
there.
that there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it laminated?
There's no name on it.
Is it laminated?
No, it's not.
Because there's only one person in the building with a laminator. That's all I'm saying.
Laminator man.
It's not
Yeah.
laminated.
Some other people's mugs have their names on it and are in the sink, along with knives, spoons, forks.
I only see your cup with like loads of knives and spoons and everything all shit round it, and I think it's Dave. I know it's yours because it's just like full of chocolate.
I
About an
rotate.
inch of chocolate round the rim.
Yeah, just like rings all the way around, more rings than Saturn.
I rotate 2 cups, so one's in the sink and then I wash it and then put the other one in from the day. So that's
So
why
you
you
had
see
2
it.
at the end of the day.
No, so I've got 1. I've always got 1.
It's always got a
Dirty one.
Yeah.
dishes come from? Fun fact, those hot dogs were still in the fridge when I left. But the worst thing that was there was about 1 million basketball cards just lying on the floor. I'm not even exaggerating, here's proof. Okay, so I got a single room because I brought all my drawing stuff and I would feel bad if I shared a room with someone and he had to deal with all my drawing stuff being there, and also I wanted to be alone. Looking back, I'm so glad I got a single room because that room couldn't even fit myself. Literally, I could stand in the middle of the room, hold my hands out, and without moving my feet, I could touch the walls of the room. Maybe I just have long arms, I don't know. I mean, I could settle for a small bedroom, but what made living there so horrible were the roommates. What I didn't realize is that these boys also got private rooms, so that means that they too were socially awkward and kept to themselves, which you might think is a good thing, but you'd be wrong. On the first night of being by myself, I unpack all my drawing stuff and I set it all up. Then I turned on the computer and the screen is just black. Nothing was turning on. I tried everything to fix it and it just wasn't turning on. Eventually I contacted the people who made it, sent it in, and then I got it back working. But during that week while the tablet was being fixed, like seriously, no joke, that was probably the worst week of my entire life. I'm being serious, making comics and YouTube videos was what kept me sane. And that first night of being on my own and my tablet broke, I cried, guys. I couldn't even eat food, I was that sad. I hit rock bottom. I remember just watching Captain Sparkles and Game Grumps highlights all day. But then the day I got it back, I was a drawing machine. I posted a comic the very same day. So let's spend the rest of this video talking about these previously mentioned roommates I had. The first person I need to talk about is Isaac. He was the only one that I like, and he's also the only one I told that I made YouTube videos. Now this boy wore Obey hats, he vaped, and he said stuff like, "That's dope." But you wanna know why I liked him the most? Because he did the dishes. Like me and him did the dishes. It wasn't just him, okay? I'd probably never become friends with him in any other circumstance. Just wanted to say that he was the cool one.
Well,
My kids don't wash the pots. That's all I'm saying. My house don't look like that.
Kim. Hi, Isaac. I miss you. I was looking at this post on the internet, and it was where the old memes are today. And for the after picture for the Scumbag Steve meme, it looked exactly like my roommate, who I'll just make up a fake name for, Steve for convenience. I'm pretty sure I was roommates with a meme. Just put a fedora on this meme, and boom, that's my roommate, Steve. And it was a very fitting meme, too. This guy wouldn't do the dishes. He always cooked this ramen thing in the microwave, and would leave this gross juice stuff behind. So then when I would go to use the microwave, it would get my paper plates soggy. So I would have to check every time before I used it to make sure there was no juice stuff behind. And also at night, he watched anime without headphones, subbed. Anime has a certain sound to it. I don't know if you knew that. It's like normal Japanese, but really emphatically. Luckily, it was usually late at night when he started watching, so I would just have to get to sleep before he started and I would be all good. James, why didn't you just ask him to turn it down? I did! One night I went into his room and I said, hey man, can you turn it down? And you know what? He did turn it down for that night. That night. That one night. The very next night, but you know, he wasn't too bad. He would spend most of his time in his room playing video games, and I would spend most of my time in my room drawing. So except for the microwave juice thing, we didn't get in each other's way too often. Here's actually a funny story. So when I was filming the part in the vegan video when I crumpled up Oreos over Reese's Puffs, Steve walked into the kitchen and he saw me filming this sugary vegan concoction, and I just said to him, don't ask. Okay, so here's the roommate that I hated the...
Have you ever lived with people in this context?
No.
No.
No, neither have I. I've dated people who live with people in that context,
Yeah.
and I've had loads of
Right.
mates that live like that.
Yeah.
So I've spent a lot of time in shared houses and stuff, but I always need my space.
Yeah.
I've never done it, and I'm glad. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it sounds hideous.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When I first met Gaynor, she was in a shared house, if you remember.
All right.
Working with some of the people that worked here.
What was it?
Yeah.
Really?
God, it was so annoying.
Oh dear.
But I just never wanted to go around. I was like, we'll go out.
Yeah.
Staying there.
I always preferred going to the shared houses to parties and things like that, and then just getting out of there and
Yeah.
going back to my
Oh,
space at
absolutely,
the end.
yeah.
That was the only worthwhile part of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
big-
when it's like that 24/7,
Yeah.
it's just miserable.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
It's where the world for people at uni, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing houses and
Yeah.
digs and stuff like that. You know, it's just the way it is. Yeah, sounds hideous though.
most. His fake name will be Hunter. He was the one asleep on the couch when I first walked in, and he was the one who had collected all those billions of basketball cards. Just basketball cards, and he kept them all in the front room. What's the point of having sports cards when you can't even play with them? I mean, I spend money on Magic the Gathering cards, but that's because it's an actual game that you can play with friends. What do you do with sports cards? I mean, I guess you can leave them in the front room of your apartment. Maybe one day your roommate might make a video about it though. He left his Mountain Dew bottles on the floor, he farted in public, he would always complain that Steve didn't do the dishes, but he wouldn't do the dishes either. One time I was tired of doing everyone's dirty dishes, so I bought a big stack of paper plates for everyone to use, but Hunter took the paper plates to a party without even asking me, and he didn't even bring them back. But the worst thing this guy did, one day he told me, my ex-girlfriend doesn't want our dog anymore, so he's coming to live here. What? So this boy wants to bring a dog in an already very small, cramped apartment. I couldn't believe this. The dog's name was Snoopy and I loved him. Hunter would put him in his kennel at night, but one night I was like, hey, Hunter, Snoopy can stay with me if you want. And then boom, from that day forth, I was the one taking care of Snoopy. Snoopy would now sleep in my room, I would be the one who took him out for walks, and I fed him slices of lunch meat. What was great was that when I would go into the kitchen and Hunter would be watching TV, he would call for Snoopy, Snoopy, Snoops, Snoops. But he wouldn't come. This dog would follow me everywhere. And then one day Hunter said, hey, do you just wanna have Snoopy? I was gonna get rid of him. And then I said I would take him. And then later that same week, Hunter moved out. He took all the toilet paper too. He basically gave me a dog. And of course I loved that dog. But we lived in such a small space and I was always busy with school and drawing. I knew these weren't the best conditions for a dog to live in, and I'm pretty sure my apartment didn't even allow pets. So I asked people I knew if they wanted Snoopy, and my grandma got one of her friends to take care of him. So I dropped Snoopy off and I've never seen him since.
Oh.
And that's it, the end.
shame.
There was another roommate who I didn't even mention. He always worked a lot, so I didn't really see him too much. He had an electrical toothbrush, and I think since I was already mad at my roommates, when I would be trying to go to sleep and he would start brushing his teeth, I would hear the electrical toothbrush going, and I would just start shaking with anger, like, Just use a normal toothbrush, dude! Also, I want to thank you all for 1 million subscribers. I mean, as I'm recording this, I don't...
Funny.
Absolute genius.
Brilliant.
Such great stories. And well, he's on 17 million subs now.
Really?
I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah. 17 million.
Good.
Yeah, it deserves every single one of them. What great content.
It is, isn't it?
Funny that though.
Yeah, just everything about it. I love his monologues, his comedy in it.
Yeah.
The actual cartoons itself.
Cartoons
are really
are good, aren't they?
Yeah. Top,
He's just found a thing that is very much him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a niche. It's niche to him, isn't it? That,
Yeah.
the way he does it, and the cartoon, you can tell it's him straight away, can't you? Just by looking at the characters.
Shame about the dog bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a nice
Sounds like
home.
he's gone to a good home now, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it's showing him his bedroom with the dog, you got to see how small the bedroom actually was.
It was
Tiny, wasn't it?
just a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, great. I hope he lives in a mansion now.
Yeah, I'm sure he will do.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.